Hello and welcome back to Geeky Port, your safe harbor in the world of nerddom. I am your host, Jamie Horton, and my guests today are Amy and Maxie.
Hello.
And today we're going to be talking about tarot cards. So we're going to be discussing divination in general, scrying, looking into the future, and the various symbols that are on each card and what they all mean. So, let's open up the discussion. Tarot cards, so where do they come from?
I wish I knew more about the history, but almost every source has a different origin.
It's appropriate that it's mysterious.
Yeah, but there are several different versions of the tarot. There are the most common versions, which are in pretty much most decks that you can buy anywhere, which is the Major Arcana and Minor Arcana. There are also Oracle decks that are kind of in the same family as tarot cards, but they're different versions. There's some that relate to your readings using birds or flowers or crystals. Some use general emotions. The Major Arcana, Minor Arcana decks, which is the standard. So Major Arcana are for major life events and themes, impactful situations. There's also the Minor Arcana, which is where you'll see like the wands and the pentacles and the cups and swords. And those represent the four elements, and each symbol and verse, and then also the numbers according to them also mean their own thing.
Interesting. There's a whole science to it.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Interesting. Great. So we don't know a country of origin or a specific century that they date back to?
The word tarot, I believe, is French in origin, but the concept of reading cards and runes precedes the word.
Okay.
That's as much as I could figure out from like the 4 different places that I looked. Because basically I go on Wikipedia and then I go to their sources and then read those.
Yeah, that's what I like to do too.
Yeah.
Right to the source.
I like it.
Well, let's get to the source of tarot cards. So what you brought here, the Pulp Tarot.
So this is one deck that I got that I thought was fun. It is the Pulp Tarot. It's just using the art on the cards is kind of like a pulp fiction kind of pulp
Like
advertising.
Like the 40s or 50s?
Yeah.
That kind of look, yeah.
Kind of thing. This is a lovely thing that I bought at Newberry Comics.
Oh, nice.
Shing, sparkle, sparkle.
Not sponsored. But typical deck is about yay thick. And there's a bunch of, you want to shuffle them as much as you can. The way I shuffle them, personally, because I have small hands, is this way, but usually you want to do that way. I just cannot grip the cards that way.
Aw, poor baby.
Yeah. So I tend to go with this shuffle. You can also do just what I call a Vegas shuffle, which is 2 piles, shuffle them in. These cards are a little too new for that. Another thing I like to do is because there are different meanings for cards when they're upright and reverse, I will do, I will hold it up so you can see it a little better, like a twist.
Ooh.
So that way random cards flip direction.
Nice. All right.
Right, because they mean different things when they're reversed, right? Okay.
And then there's also numerous versions of layouts for readings. The most common is a 3-card pull. How people do those pulls is different. It depends on the personal preference of the person reading, but that is simply you pull 3 cards and you go based off of the order in which you pull them. So the primary card is the first one, so on and so forth. Okay. And the everything afterwards should relate back to the original.
Nice.
There's also a bunch of other ones.
Yeah, and in movies, and they use almost always the Rider White deck, which is like in the public domain, and I think has the symbolism that most people are associated with. Death is like, a skeleton man like in black armor riding a horse. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure like other card sets are like slight variations on that.
Yeah, there are a bunch of themed ones as well. Sometimes people really love kind of very flowery, pretty cards. You can get like kind of more like fae and fairy versions of the cards and the art. And then there's also, you know, capitalism. There's promotional ones for shows and movies. I own those, I will admit.
I wonder if she owns the Supernatural Tarot.
I did what? I've never mentioned Supernatural once on this show. Ever.
It's practically a supernatural show at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My fault.
It's fine. It's fine. So, you know, Geeky Port, we've talked about everything from like conspiracy theories to werewolves and, you know, tarot cards. I think it's the most different topic, but I think it fits with the general vibe of the show.
Oh, yeah.
So
We're spooky people.
yeah. Oh, but what I was going to get to concerning like you know, like in movies, you see the rider weight decks, but I typically see like a cross pattern, like a card that represents the querent, you know, the person that's asking a question, and then a card that's representing the question that is being posed, and then there's like what crosses them, what is behind them, what is before them, what crowns them, and the bottom one.
Yeah.
What is
Do you
beneath
want to
them
do you
or
want to do the
something?
tarot?
You could do just the bottom one. That's the official name. Yeah. There's also a lot of times there are, especially with the 3-card pull, is past, present, future. So it's the reason I prefer the 3-card pull is because it doesn't put as much insistence on the person who's receiving the reading to vocalize what they're looking for.
Oh, okay. So the fortune teller, they say what the person needs to know.
Yeah, they will read the cards as they are, what the cards mean, and then with whatever intention you have put towards the cards for your reading, you then internalize and you can bring it, if you chose not to share what your question was, you can use it to answer it yourself. Okay. Because ultimately, it's all about what intentions you put towards the cards. The intentions of the reader, which is whether they want to give you a past, present, future reading, or they want to maybe offer some reassurance or maybe a positive twist on whatever you might be dealing with. Because there are some cards that don't have the most positive message, and you try to go, but yeah, this one's kind of like rough, but if you do this, then that, you know, they try to put a positive twist on it.
Well, like the death card doesn't mean that someone is going to die or you're going to die.
No.
It means change, right? Like
Yes.
big change.
Something might fade out or
Yeah, like
something.
the end of one chapter into the next kind of situation.
But something like the tower, which is like just a burning tower that's been struck by lightning with all these people like tumbling out of the topmost window, that almost always means disaster.
Yeah, pretty much. It's not, yeah, like I said, not all of them have the nicest meaning.
Well, what is the Ten of Swords, where it's just like a guy lying on the
just
floor
all the
bleeding,
swords
and there's
in his
10
back.
swords sticking in his back?
That's why I like doing fun decks
Yeah.
and theme decks, because it does give a little, slightly less dark imagery involved.
But if you
in them,
reverse it, like, for example, the death card reversed might mean stagnation. Like things are going
Yes.
to go on without change.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's basically like like a lot of times, sometimes the reverse is the positive message as well, where there's some where it's like, hey, from this way, it's like, oh, you can be impulsive and you can do this, and you have so much passion and everything. You think, oh, that's really positive, but then when you think about it, you're like, okay, but that could mean I'm also being all over the place and disorganized. And then the reversed version of it can be like, hey, take a breath, take a break, step away from it because you need a break. And some people might take that negatively, some people might take that positively of like, all right, if I take a break and take a breath, then I can focus and go on.
Well, that makes me think, so in Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back.
Of course.
Luke tells his new master, Yoda, that he needs to know the future. And Yoda comments that it's always in motion, which means that what you do in the present affects your future. Mm-hmm. So is that the true with tarot cards, like where you're saying, like there might be like a really bad card, but you want to give the person that you're giving the reading to a way to avoid that fate? Not saying like, if you get the devil card, like, you're doomed.
Yeah, that's basically what it is because there are cards that are fully like, this is something that's going to happen. Like, in your future is this. And the good thing about them is they also offer like this is just a heads up. So here's, if you prepare yourself for that, then what could be a very difficult struggle could just be a minor inconvenience. And it tries to give you the tools in which to persevere through whatever struggles might be in the future.
Interesting. Yeah. It'd be interesting if it was all literal. You just give a completely literal reading where it's just like,
you're gonna have 4 cups of water today.
Yeah, you're a really thirsty boy. I would avoid
Swords.
Swords, yeah. If you meet like 10 people in a room with swords, like
Run.
run, because they're going to stab you simultaneously in the back.
It's gonna hurt.
Or just avoid like Army Navy stores, that weird store in the mall that all they sell is like swords and daggers and new agey stuff. Back in the day.
Oh, I was like, I need to go to the mall more often.
Yeah, you don't remember the 80s very well, do you?
I don't think you'll feel good if I answer that question.
Yeah. There were so many shapes.
All
so
5
many colors.
All
in the
5
80s.
months of being in the 80s was really, really rough and crazy.
There were just so many big people.
Yeah, I was learning to recognize faces and holding my head up.
I was gonna say I gained control of my neck. You too?
Yeah. Tummy time,
Oh
crazy.
heck yeah! 89 is such a crazy year.
Object permanence, all that stuff.
Nah, still don't have that.
Where did Jamie go? Jamie has ceased to exist.
Peekaboo.
So, yeah. Well, in our last 2 minutes of this segment before we got to break, is there anything about the history or symbology of cards that we need to cover before we launch into our readings?
I just say have a clear heart and a clear mind and an open mind, and it's going to be a real fun time.
Okay.
Ooh, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you have to reveal whatever question, or can you just be like, I'm open to whatever?
You can be open to whatever, or you can just give a general vibe, like, how's work going? Or like kind of thing. And even if you in your heart have something very specific in your, like, that you want to know about, you don't have to vocalize it. You just
Okay.
have to channel it towards the card.
Yeah.
I will be open.
So you have to be focused. You can't be like on your phone or like thinking about other things or be like, this is just nonsense. You have to like be in the moment.
Yeah.
Be open. Be open. Instead of crossed.
All right. Well, I will focus on being open during our break. So when we return, we're going to have a reading. So stay tuned. Wasn't expecting you so soon.
It's not like I had anything else to do.
I didn't get your name. You said you didn't attend the showing yesterday?
No, I didn't attend your open house.
Anyhow, you're townies. That makes my job easier. I don't have to lay it on so heavy. How this area is our little secret.
About that, the marsh we passed on the way in, aren't we in a flood zone?
Base has been dumping munitions and fuel here for a while.
I see a light on. Do you have gas?
I didn't see a light.
Right there, in the basement. I see a light.
What you got there, hon?
Not really sure. Oh, what died?
so sensitive. It's just a little musty.
And welcome back to Geeky Ports. I'm your host, Jamie, and with me are Amy and Maxie. And as promised, we are going to devote the second half of the show to a tarot card reading. So let's dive into it.
All right, which one of you wants to go first?
Me.
Okay. All right, then. I'm going to ask you to cut the deck into thirds, however you feel fit.
1, 2.
There we go.
Oh, you know what? We should do that for the...
We got it.
Awesome. They kind of blend in with the thing. I like
I
that.
know, it's cute.
All right, so we will pull the first card.
Whoa.
We've got the Queen of Swords.
Joan of Arc here.
We've got a 5 of Wands.
Fascinating.
And we have Temperance reverse.
Hmm.
So, the Queen of Swords upright is leading with unwavering bravery. So, it can mean full confidence in whatever you are doing. Because it's swords, it represents air, which is intellect and knowledge. So, it means you know what you're doing, you know what you're talking about. And when you are leading a group or in media class, you feel confident in your knowledge base, and that's a good thing to have. For the 5 of Wands also being upright, that says that somewhere, whatever your intention towards these cards is, there might be a little bit of conflict or unrest, even if it's within yourself. And unsurety, and it's just saying, hey, sometimes you need to just take a breath and know that you know what you're doing. So just beware of letting that win and letting that take over. And then for the Temperance in reverse, it means that you need to pay attention to missed details. So it could refer back to what you feel uneasy about. Maybe you're like, I missed something, I forgot something, something's not quite right there. And it's just, hey, focus on whatever it is that you are not fully confident about, and there's something you missed, and it will bring you right back to that original confidence that you have in whatever it is you are doing and whatever it is you are leading yourself in.
Okay, I'll be mindful of that.
Yeah. I'm going to do one more 3-card pull for you. Next cards, we've got a 4 of Swords. We've got a reverse 4 of Wands. And we've got a 7 of Swords.
So many swords.
So many swords. So many bad guys with swords. Sorry.
Bad guys with swords.
Will we get in trouble for quoting that?
No.
Okay. All right.
Falls under fair use.
There you go.
So for your 4 of Swords, that is showing you that if there is a project or something that you are working on or working towards, a goal in mind, that you just need to gather the last bit of strength just because the end is in sight. You will get there. You just gotta
Persevere.
what's the word? Rally. That's the word I was looking for. You just gotta rally and you will get there. For a reverse 4 of Wands, somewhere in your mindset of inspiration and ideas, there's a slight miscommunication. It could mean the original goal you had in place, you somehow gotten a little distant from it. You might have gotten a little sidetracked, but just to really figure out a way to bring yourself back on track, because that's how you will get to that end in sight. And then for your 7 of Swords, I can't say it normal now. And yeah, stay vigilant and listen to your instincts. You know what you want, you know what you need to do, and you know where you want to be. So you just need to keep focused on that, and that is what is going to guide you. You know what you're doing.
I do have problems focusing.
Yeah, we all do. Some of us clinically so.
And then some of us are very depressed, and that distracts us from being so focused.
Yeah, so just take a breath, really listen to your gut and your heart, and you'll get it done. You'll get where you need to be. Whatever it is you need to achieve, whatever it is you are trying to achieve, you got it. It's in you. You know? I was like, there's another Disney quote in there somewhere.
The power was within me the whole time.
You always had the power to go back to Kansas.
See, we have more than Disney quotes. Yeah.
That's what it was.
All right.
You got this?
Ooh, you're next.
Excellent.
Yes, darling.
I'm going to have you cut the deck 3 times.
Okay.
Or 6 times if you feel like it.
Ooh, 6 times.
No, 3 times.
Okay.
I just figured because Jamie did it.
Okay.
Boom, boom, and then boom. Move those down.
What does it say on the back?
Pulp.
The
Pulp,
pulp.
pulp, pulp.
All right. I am prepared.
Oh, we've got more swords. A 3 of swords. We've got an Ace of Cups. I know, I love the art on these. And the Page of Wands. So, for the 3 of Swords, we have, there is some kind of loss or sorrow or betrayal. It could be something that you once enjoyed that's no longer an option. It could be a relationship or friendship that's kind of gone to the wayside. It's representing just something that you once had and now you're sad is gone. It doesn't have to be something super dark, but it could even be something very light. With the Ace of Cups, we have that you need to appreciate new connections. So while something may have ended, there's something new in your life because of it, or in the aftermath of it, that you just really need to embrace and understand and let go. This is good for me, this is what I need right now. And then with the Page of Wands in reverse, it can mean a lack of discipline or maturity. So maybe you're just a little butthurt about whatever loss you had, and that's okay. It's important to have big feelings. I always feel like I need to go into teacher mode.
No, it's okay.
Feelings are okay. Emotions are okay. So it's just a chance. So with the Page of Wands reverse, it's a chance to just kind of like have a little retrospective, like maybe I'm not handling this in the best way, and try and find a way forward from it. And then one more pull. We got 2 of
Oh,
Pentacles.
she looks like a superhero.
3 of Wands, and Knight of Wands. So you were big on the swords, and you're big on the wands.
So those are associated with different elements?
So
swords is air, right?
swords is air, wands is fire, so things like passion, inspiration, ambition. Pentacles is earth, so things like physical stuff, material wealth, work, your home, money, stuff like that. And then cups is very much water, so your emotions and your feelings and relationships and intuition. Yeah. Okay, so a 2 of Pentacles reversed is that maybe there's been a little bit of an imbalance of work life. One might be taking over when you need to focus on the other a little more. So just be wary of your work-life balance. We all need to be. And then the 3 of Wands reverse is that you're not quite allowing growth. So maybe because of that work-life imbalance, it's starting to feel a little stagnant in the one that you might be like letting go to the wayside. Or maybe no matter how much effort you're putting into the one that you're favoring, you feel like that maybe it's not, you're putting so much in and it's not really quite getting to where you want it to go. Sorry, this is heavy.
No, this is
All
great.
right. And then for the Knight of Wands upright, it's putting your action to your vision. So you have goals, you have a vision, you know this is where I want to be, and you need to just take a moment and bullet point what will get you there and just go for it. Gun for it, go for it. So, yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Want to know something really weird?
Yeah.
I had a tarot reading a few months ago, and with like one relationship ending and like something else, I had the same thing.
Yeah.
So I have no idea which. If it's a relationship with myself,
It could be.
It might be with myself
Yeah,
or
it's
with
any
somebody
interpersonal,
else.
like any personal connection. It could be personal connection with yourself as well.
But when you did that, I'm like, oh my God, that's the same thing that I got.
The
Like,
cosmos is trying to tell you something.
they are trying to tell me something.
And
so-
telling you to just work on your work-life balance.
Yeah. I've been trying.
We all need to work on that, especially in these trying times.
And especially with like, you know how to get there. You just have to do the steps. I'm like,
Yeah.
you're right. I know.
It's good to know
Thank you, Spirit.
where you are and where you want to be, but it's that.
The steps to get there are the toughest things.
Yeah.
That was lovely.
Yeah, that was really good.
Okay, I did a reading for myself because I was having a moment where I was feeling overwhelmed at work, and because I made the mistake of not going into it with the right mindset, I was like, oh my God, am I getting fired? And then
Swords, death, everything.
it was just like, well, because I also got like lost and everything, and I'm like, I'm getting fired. Oh my God, I'm getting fired. I'm gonna have to find a new job. And then I was like, let me just breathe. And let me like think, and I'll do another poll. And then I was like, okay, no, I'm just being a little dramatic. So yeah.
Well, that was lovely.
Very cool.
Well, that pretty much brings our show to a close. Thank you for doing our reading.
Anytime.
Makes me want to get into, or I have runes that I haven't, I'm trying to learn. So this
Take
is
that out of a bag
motivation.
and throw them on the table and see how they land. Is
Yeah.
that- okay. Interesting.
But I need to study it more. I have a book and I have runes. But
Cool.
now I will look into it more.
Well, maybe this is part of an entire divination series.
Water scrying, fire scrying. Let's do it.
Reading tea leaves.
Tea leaves.
Ouija board. No.
No.
No. We don't need to open that portal.
Let's not do that.